What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Heron Heads podcast. My name is Julio, and I'm joined today by some friends and fellow Inter Miami fans, Dave and Chris. Jose allegedly is on the way, so until then, we're without him. But we're coming to you live immediately following the Leagues Cup quarterfinals match between Inter Miami and Tigres, in which a lot of things happened, but one of the last things to happen was Inter Miami go through, and they found a way with two Luis Suarez penalties to beat Tigres against some interesting odds that sprung up during the match. Obviously, one of the biggest stories heading into the match was Messi's availability. He did not play tonight. He was not on the bench. He was sitting in the suite in street clothes. So we'll get into all of that. Before we begin, a huge shout out to our chief Heron Heads, Chow and Mari V. Thank you for the continued generous support. If you'd like to support us on Patreon, you'll find a link in the description wherever you are listening, along with our link to our Discord and our merch shop. So check those out if you're interested. And for those of you watching live on YouTube, please hit the like and subscribe buttons if you enjoy the show. But we begin with a very good, well, I said good, a good first half. It was good because Inter Miami dominated the first half. I thought they held their shape extremely well. They played with a game plan of balls over the top to Allende, and it worked fabulously. The only problem was we only finished one opportunity that came off of a penalty. And there were so many more other opportunities that went wanting. And it should have been basically done and dusted in the first half, but it wasn't. It was just 1-0 after the first half. One of the better halves that I've seen Inter Miami play, especially considering that they didn't have Messi, but it kept the door open for Tigres. But what did you guys think of the first half and the start of the game, the lineup, all that good stuff?
Yeah, so I'm seeing here, we have a comment saying that Mascherano did everything he could do to lose today, including a bad starting lineup, bad subs, red card in halftime. We were extremely lucky. I beg to differ with the starting lineup. I didn't really have an issue with the starting lineup. I thought that for the most part, we got what we like to see. Of course, the things that we would love to see is Fafa in there, but that hasn't been the case at all. But we did get to see Frey in there, the back line with Frey, Alba, Pagong, and then at this point, Lujan is not your strongest center back, but I think Alba's still. I'm not Alba. Noah Allen's really working his way back to form, and I kind of understand why they will go away from him today. But look, he was the first one on the pitch when Alba got hurt. So starting lineup, I don't really have any issues with it. And yeah, I agree. It was like we had so much going for us in that first half, so I do think it was a good first half. But it all lands on Allende. Allende is the only one really like to blame for all of the lack of conversions and the attacking third there. He had 3, I think, really good chances in the first half. In the first half alone.
Lost
so
count.
I mean, if he just converts one of those, the entire match is a completely different game. So that for that reason is why we had this like bottleneck at the end, and then you get the injuries and then you have a little bit of the butt clenching time. But at the end of the day, it falls on Allende and it falls on this coaching staff to identify that and do something to correct it.
Yeah, I thought I agree with you, David. I don't 100% agree with that comment. I thought the lineup was fine. We saw Bright, we saw Frey, the two guys we want to see out there pretty much every match. So that was definitely a positive that we haven't seen much lately. But I thought Mascherano came out with a clear game plan, to be honest. It's one of the very, very, very few times that we could actually say that. It looks like he saw something with the back line of Tigres that he wanted to take advantage of. He was really pushing the ball up. We were trying to do a lot of these long balls, really all of the first half, which I think is why we were so successful in the first half. Unfortunately, Allende, like you said, he cannot finish. I think the finishing is becoming a big issue with this club. I don't see that we have a finisher at this point in time. Allende was that for a bit. He's fallen off a cliff. Suarez hasn't been that all season. He's been more the assist man, the playmaker. So it's becoming a concern. It's becoming a concern. It's affecting our scoring at the end of the game, or at the end of the day. So I thought it was a pretty good first half. Second half was atrocious. Second half, I don't even know what the possession is, but it didn't feel like we had much possession, and the momentum just went towards Tigres all the way. We got lucky. That pole to pole bounce was absolutely insane. I don't know how that didn't go in. Thank God. And yeah, just a few other chances. Ustadi made some really nice saves there at the end as well to save us. So yeah, I'm glad we squeaked out the win. It's crazy that it had to be 2 penalties, 2 handballs. But hey, yeah, a win's a win. I take it. We move on.
Well, tell them to stop cheating. I don't know what to tell you. Stop using your hands. It's soccer. It's football, not handball. Ultimately, I'm very happy with the win. I agree in the sense of like, I feel like we kind of should have lost this game the way that it was going. In the first half, yeah, we went out guns blazing, but true to fashion, we kind of tire out by the 60th minute. I know McKenna was pissed off on the phone talking to somebody. I don't know what that did in the game particularly, but it's nice to watch his emotions. I feel like he's more emotional when he's on his phone than when he's on the pitch. But hey, I'll take it, guys. It's a win. It's a win, and we advance. Is what it is.
He wasn't talking to somebody. He was talking to the coach who took over his job and was relaying the instructions to him right there on the pitch, which is
he could have been talking to his mama, Dave. You have no idea.
They showed.
Might have said, "Mama, I don't care what you're doing tonight. I want
They
me."
showed the coach. They showed the coach on the sideline with the phone. It's insane.
One of the most insane things I've ever seen.
Genius.
They're
so insane.
The camera.
There
like,
has to be a fine coming.
To? And then the very next cut is
so good. It was a great. It was a great job by the broadcast, to be honest, because when they cut to the assistant coach with the phone, I expected him to be talking to maybe like one of the other assistants who would have been on the bench, like sneakily on their phone. Like you guys remember in high school when you would like sneak your phones around and either like
you had the guy on speakerphone, just like
literally the guy was there and he's just on his phone on the sideline.
Oh my God.
Unbelievable. I've never seen anything like that.
We're for sure getting fined for that. For sure.
The cut to Mascherano initially in the seats was hilarious. That was cinema.
The first
cinema.
That was
when he was
most
just
of the match.
Unbelievable.
Just man of the match, Mascherano in the bleachers.
Just the production crew was the man of the match.
Oh my God, it was cinema. It was pure cinema. It was great. The thing is, like this match had so many memeable moments, right? I feel like we saw more things in this match than we've seen in like a whole season.
Just moments.
Yeah, between Mascherano first sitting in the stands, then the conversation with the official right on the bench. Then you have the double doink off both posts somehow not going in. It's just so many things. And then 2 handballs. Like this team, which has an aversion to taking penalties, and we had 2 penalties on handballs. There's just so many things that are just bizarre occurred in this match, and you love it. You love to see it. And Messi was just sitting on the bench, just like
biting his nails.
He was nervous.
Biting his nails. He was nervous.
Yeah, because he wants to keep playing. Messi, he's an ultimate competitor. He wants to be battling for more hardware.
Yeah, biggest match of his life.
All right, so second half starts. The teams come out of the tunnel, and Mascherano, after they come out from the tunnel, he's shown the red card
immediately,
which I thought was so crazy. It was a card for dissent at the end of the first half.
The ref was in his feels, is what that was. Like he just
like the ref was stewing in it, and he was like, "Wait a minute,
deserve a red card." He must have been.
He said something about his mother.
It was
the
just
ref was just like, "Wait a minute, that was kind of messed up." I'm gonna give him a red card.
You know how when somebody says something, when somebody says something to you, and then you don't say anything back, and then you're there like, I should have said this. He's like, I know what I'm gonna do. When I see him,
he was like, boom.
Just wait until he comes out of that tunnel. I'm gonna get him.
Why did I get a red card? What the hell did I do? I lost my red card.
Oh no, that's why you got a red card. But that was another one of those moments that was like very odd for them to give the red card after the fact. So that set us off on the wrong foot. And then another meaningful moment was towards the end of the first half. Alba goes down after taking a big knock from Segovia. It was complete friendly fire. They just ran into each other. Both missed the tackle. Alba took the worst of it. Chris designated that he was hurt at that moment. Not that he was nert, but that he was hurt. So then Alba was able to suck it up and play the rest of the first half. It was already in stoppage time, so he had to play about 5 minutes. Gets to halftime. instead of substituting him out, they let him play. So you're like, okay, he must be good. 2 minutes into the second half, he is not good. And he goes down and has to be substituted off. Awful managing. And I don't know if you can chalk that up to Mascherano, which I think you should, because he was still the manager, correct? And he was like, yeah, Alba's good to go. But very poor.
It could have been Mascherano saying to his assistant coaches, yo, you should have heard what I said to this ref. I might get it right. Who knows?
That's what they were doing in the locker room instead of actually drawing up tactics.
Right. Instead of looking at Alba's knee.
Right. They were just joking.
They're like, man, I really got him on that one.
So Alba goes down a couple minutes into the second half. Allen comes on, as you noted, Dave. And then you immediately could tell that Inter Miami lost their shape, lost control, and Tigres were on the front foot. And all of a sudden, Chelo gets substituted on. Immediate disaster class, gets burned.
Horrible.
On the first play that he's involved in, gets torched down the left side.
Well, he didn't expect that, you know.
He never expects it, Jose.
It's such a significant drop off when you see this just back to back. Frey getting off and Chelo coming on. It's just so obvious. I mean, the guy gets burned. He's not smooth. He can't bring the ball up. Someone said in the comments Frey was being selfish. I don't think so. I thought Frey was playing very well for most of the match, and he was playing great defense.
Fragile, because he's very fragile, and
he had cramps.
Fragile. I see what you did there. No, I think early on, I think it was like the first possession, the very first possession.
You did like the ref. You're like, I don't know, but record.
I think the first possession, Frey did take the ball all the way to the baseline and then didn't do anything with it, and he got scolded by Suarez. But other than that, I don't think he played selfishly at all. It was just that one possession where I think he hesitated and then decided to keep taking it. But he corrected himself and he was able to. Again, it's true. There's a humongous drop off. I'm not arguing against that, but that's like the one argument I can have for him being selfish, and it was just one instance at the very start of the match.
And it sucks because he told the trainers that he was fine. He kept pointing, he's fine. But
his fault.
They still took him off. Yeah,
he shouldn't have sat down. They're gonna be quick with him.
Yeah,
he has a history of injuries.
Mm-hmm.
So Chelo comes on. 5 minutes later, there's a goal in the back of the net. 5 minutes later, there's a goal in the back of the net, and that goal was such a soft goal to allow. And it starts with Lujan, and I think ends with Lujan. You could argue that Chelo could slide over, whatever. Lujan needs to clear the ball the moment the attacker starts turning him, because he just ends up dribbling right around Lujan. Lujan's then in no man's land, and it's a one-on-one goal for Correa against Ustari, and Ustari doesn't stop it. To me, it's all on Lujan, that goal.
I think it's 80% on Lujan. He lost the one-on-one. It took a stab at it at the end and just whiffed. And I'm mad at Chelo because he was late to help. I feel like he was ball watching instead of actually participating in the defense. So I do accredit some of it to Chelo, and then some of it, of course, to Ustari, who you would like to see him maybe do a little bit better getting in front of that one. But anytime you're one-on-one with the goalkeeper, all bets are off. So like I don't give too much of the fault to Ustari, but yeah, most of that falls on Lujan. But again, it's just what you see when we didn't really. I thought Lujan up to that point was having a pretty good game.
Yeah.
And then you bring in Chelo, and then it kind of throws everything off. And I mean, anytime that you're replacing both fullbacks, you're gonna experience some issues, and that I think that's part of it. But I don't want to crush Lujan because I thought he had a pretty sound match all up until that point.
Yeah, and Chelo's man
I'm
at
just
that
faulting
point,
him for that play.
Yeah. Yeah, and Chelo's man at that point was still pretty far outside of the box, if I remember correctly. So he could have come back and helped a little more. So
he was there.
I agree.
He was not far.
Yeah.
He was not far at all, and he was just watching. And then he's like, "Oh, I should get in there," and it was too late.
Yeah.
I want to make like a comparison for the game that we saw today. I don't know if it's going to work or not, but I think you guys might like it. Maybe you won't.
Another Martins.
Just strap in. When I was younger, my sister made meatloaf. No, not meatloaf. Eggplant. Okay, eggplant parmesan. To this day, it's one of the worst things I've ever had in my life, right? But my mom, bless her heart, she said, "You tried. Great job." And she ate it. I didn't eat it. She ate it. I think this game was that in a sense. Nick, you're right. It's one of those things where it's like, let me try to tie it in. It's one of those things where we're like, some of us are happy, some of us aren't. I think we're happy because we won. Most of the time, we're not happy because of the game sucked ultimately for us because it was just up and down. But we made eggplant. It's all the other.
Thanks, Mighty Risita.
Right, exactly. We can cut that up for her later. She would really hate it.
Eggplant.
Actually, she would really hate it because this is one of those stories that it's like, do you remember that time you made eggplant?
All right, enough. We got to move past this. Like, that's enough of that. Jesus.
Well, you stay when you did that.
So the rest of the game after Tigres tie is it just feels like their second goal is coming. And Ustari does make a one-on-one save.
I would do terrible, Joe.
Ustari ends up making the one-on-one save against, I think it was again against Correa. A great reflex save.
Yeah.
Correa goes near post, and I think Ustari gets a fingertip on it. And it was hit with so much pace that it just rockets like to the moon after he saves it. But it would have definitively been a goal. And I think if Tigres score that goal, Inter Miami are cooked completely. Because it still took a penalty for Inter Miami to emerge with the victory and get that second goal. But they had really shown nothing. They had shown more than anything, just poor composure. Before conceding the goal to Tigres, I mean, there were a number of times where Suarez is the only man at the halfway line, and Inter Miami get the ball on the defensive side and can't play a relatively simple pass over the top to him. And it was just really poor composure. And this started a trend that will go on later where towards the end of the match, when you have the lead, instead of just taking it to the corner, these bozos are just trying to do like acrobatic goals and be like the Harlem Globetrotters. End the game. Like, what are you doing? So it felt like the Tigres goal was coming. It didn't. The Ustari save was massive towards the end result here. Because again, I don't think Inter Miami find a way to even tie the game if Tigres score that one.
Yeah, and to our credit, I feel like Tigres were pretty toothless in this one. They didn't have much of an attack outside of the goal that they scored, and then that one Ustari save. I don't think that there was anything really
the double post and the other one that hit the other post.
Yeah.
Well, I thought our defense.
Those are shots on goal.
I thought our defense played pretty good. Actually, I thought our midfield was super solid, and they kept them in check for most of the match. There were those few times that you just mentioned, but for the most part, we kept them in check. I thought Frey did a very good job out on the right wing, and our midfield was solid, man. You think
they were solid?
Yeah, that CDM pairing of Boosie and Bright back there with DePaul kind of pushing it up and being the number 10. I think that's a great pairing when Messi's out. So
I think Jose's alluding to something. Foreshadow.
The thing is that there was a lot of actually poor performances. So in this game,
I agree.
Here it comes.
Maybe it looks good, but it's kind of a crap game all around.
Let's get into that, Jose.
Sometimes it may be good, sometimes it may be shit.
And now it's time for Jose's most and least of the match, presented by SofaScore. If you're not ready, figure it out, Jose.
I was kind of. So, who'd you guys have? Most man of the match,
the mostest,
the manliest man of the match.
Would you have for least of the match?
Has to be
man of the match. That's fine. Whatever.
We do most.
Pistolero?
We figured this out.
It has to be 2 goals. Has to be.
Yeah,
unassisted.
You know what? That's how he does it. He's a pistolero. There's no assist for that.
He's got three goals now in the last 2 matches.
Do with that what you want. Do with that what you want. Earlier, Chris called him an assist guy. I don't know.
Playmaker, more like goal maker.
Playmaker. Yeah, playmaker.
I've never seen a pistolero that's an assist guy.
Anyways.
Trying to think who would be the second best in this one.
Yeah, that's
I weirdly think Ustari.
I thought
You guys have been talking about this guy the whole freaking time.
It's
and you're not gonna say him.
It's tough because DePaul had a really good first half, and then he kind of died down the second half. So it's
Go
a
with your
shame.
gut. Go with your gut. Yeah.
So yeah, all right, was it him, DePaul?
No, go with your gut. You're
Oh.
saying he sucked. Good.
No, I didn't say I didn't mean he sucked. I thought he just had an average game.
Okay, so then say he's
Frey.
man of the match. Yeah. Literally, that's the guy you guys have been talking about. So Julio has the number 1 and the number 2.
How
Who
about
do you
that?
have, Dave?
I got Yannick Bright. If it's not Ian Frey,
Good. You got the number 3.
There you go.
Chris, who
That
do you
means
got?
I don't
at this
have to
point?
guess. You got all 3 already.
well, there's a
No,
fourth.
but guess why not
There's
I
a
mean-
fourth.
What are we doing here?
Let's-
humor us?
Let's go with Allende since he made multiple runs. It got
So
points for
wrong.
him.
He literally didn't you just say before, I don't know who this guy
Yeah,
is.
sucked.
He can't do nothing.
sucked.
And then you're
I'm
going
just
to say he's
throwing
man
him
of the
out
match? What's wrong
He
with
sucked.
you?
He sucked. He has to be the 4th best.
I'm not saying he's the man of the match. He's not the man of the match.
Explain that to me, man. All right. Suarez was 8.5. Bray was 7.8 until he got hurt, like always. This is Taylor's oldest time. You guys love him. It's crazy. Bright 7.4.
How is that crazy? Hold on.
It's
How is that
crazy.
Oh,
crazy?
because he's a
Let me ask you a
cello
question.
lover. That's what it is.
David, let me ask you a question.
Jose
You always
loves
talking about
cello.
Tua. Tua sucks, right? Yeah, Tua sucks because guess what? Yeah, he sucks because he's never available. Frey
didn't get
constantly
hurt.
has these issues.
He didn't
That-
get
the
hurt.
best ability is availability.
Also, like
Yes.
Tua's the main component of a team. Frey is a wingback.
You think Frey was literally the main component of this team? The amount we talk about him, we
Because that's how
glazed this
bad.
guy
That's how
like
bad
he's
we
crazy.
get.
We're
That's how
allowed
bad
to
play we
like a
get.
player who's good when he actually plays.
He is good when he actually plays, but
Right.
man, this
He
is
played
ridiculous
6-7 minutes
already.
today.
He's always hurt this guy every year. He's averaging 1 to 2 knocks a year. It's ridiculous.
All right, let's not talk about Messi then.
Fragile. All right, Bright.
Mm.
Well, he's 38. Bright, 7.4. Agreed. Then 7.1 was Allende, Chris.
Wow.
Least- yeah.
I told you, it's all those runs he made.
He made a lot of
finish them,
runs.
yeah, but
This is the thing. We don't like what he does with the runs, but
I
he's
hate what he
always
does.
There, he's
When I
always
have a lot
there
of
and
runs,
makes a run.
nobody likes that.
I think he
Oh, yeah,
he
yeah.
had a horrible match because he can't. His first touch is horrible. He can't dribble around anybody, but he makes the runs, and all of that starts adding up for these ratings. But he played horrible.
I agree.
Yeah. So
I think
That-
we'll see
that
that
sums it
reflected
up.
more in Jose's favorite stat XG.
what?
I said I think
question
we'll
mark.
we'll see that reflected in the XG
Yeah.
where our XG is probably, I don't know, 2 point something, 2.8. No, with the penalties probably 3 point something. Just a guess.
Did you want me to say it or?
If you have it, sure.
Are you ready? No,
Because the penalties
Let's
alone are
move
like
on.
0.8, 0.9.
Oh. Can't
Oh, but
find
it's
it.
Leagues
'cause-
Cup.
Can't
Yeah,
find it
it's
because we
Leagues
don't
Cup.
have it on Leagues Cup. Ugh.
Mm.
All right, so yeah, so you said 3.3. Yeah, that sounds right.
Sure.
Least of the match. I have here. The ref. I felt like the ref, for no reason, gave us a red card. And I gotta say it was ridiculous coming out of the half, just giving a red card. That's kind of silly to me. I don't know. I feel like get
I
over
thought the
yourself.
refs were fine.
It's not about you. It's not about you. It's
Red
the
card
League
seems
Cup
harsh.
game. It's
I
very
agree.
harsh. I mean, these things. I'm not, okay. What do you do to deserve that red card? Like he must have
Expected
done
goals.
like Mr. Insano and gone beep, just right in the eyeballs. But
Inter Miami, according to the MLS app, 2.5 xG.
perfect.
That's
That was
crazy
it.
considering they had 2 penalties.
Well, the Heron Heads on Twitter said 3.3. So
How about that?
least of the match. What do you guys got?
Lujan.
I'm gonna. What?
Lujan.
You say Lujan? I was gonna say Segovia because it's an easy. He didn't complete the match. He got a yellow, but I don't. I want to go a little bit off the board. I'm gonna go with Rodrigo De Paul. I don't think De Paul really did anything in this match.
Wow. And this is the second game in a row where I feel like he's kind of lost out there.
Last game he subbed on.
No, he starts the game before that.
Yeah.
He sucked that game.
I mean, he looks like he has tired legs. Like if he didn't have
Yeah.
a preseason or 16 games leading into these matches.
I mean, I guess you have to put Did you say Ustadi for the? You didn't say any Ustadi for the other ones, right?
I guess Ustadi for
You guess Ustadi.
most of the match.
No, I'll guess Ustadi. I don't
Chris
really.
will not do Segovia. He refuses.
Absolutely not. That's like saying Ruiz. Absolutely not. It's not gonna happen.
All right, Jose, who do we got?
Segovia 6.1. So you guys kept saying I'm not going to say him, but I'm going to say him. 6.1.
The obvious choice.
Terrible. Ustadi 6.4. Again, I mean, this guy sucks. I don't know what to tell you. Another crap game. Alba a 7. He subbed them off, unfortunately, because I was hoping he'd pick it up. We looked very terrible in the second half. I feel like definitely could have used them. Rodrigo de Paul, you guys said it. He was a 7. Lujan 7.2, Allende 7.1, and Busi 7.2.
Yeah.
Busi still right under the radar. It's funny.
Lujan had a good match, other than the one disaster of a play, and it cost them.
I think
I noticed him defensively. I was like, "Damn, that was good. Damn, that was good." And so it stinks when he gives up that goal.
How about Noah Allen? He played half. How did he do?
Oh, we don't
do subs, Chris. Are you
know,
new here?
He played a half. That's what I want to know.
6.7.
Yeah. Okay.
He played less than a half.
Just to answer this question really quick from Brian,
will
we play home next round? Yes, we will be the host for the next round.
The host with the most.
Get your tickets, guys. Get your tickets. Get us some tickets.
And it'll be either Orlando or Toluca, depending on the result.
They will go.
Who would you guys rather play?
If you guys buy us tickets, we're gonna go without a shirt and we're gonna spray paint our like a name.
What?
I don't know. What name should we put? That's 4 letters. I don't know. Frey.
Dave.
He'll be heard by midway through the second half, like always. Silly, stupid. Or Cheddar. No, that's not 4 letters. All right.
So who would you rather play? Orlando? You want the Florida Derby? Jose?
Yeah, man. Again, these guys they can't beat us 3 times, right? I mean, it can't happen.
That's what you think.
I want them out. I don't want them to have the prestige of saying that they've advanced to this stage. I want them out now so we can laugh at them. You guys are losers. Congratulations with your regular season win.
But if they come out and they beat us again, that's embarrassing.
That's why I hope they lose. It's another part of it.
I want Orlando.
I hate them.
Me too, which is why I want them.
Yeah.
I want to beat them.
I agree. I want them too. I want to beat them.
Yeah, I think we can take them.
I don't want them
better.
Based on what, Jose?
Based on that, we've lost a combined 7-2 against Orlando. I'd rather Toluca. I don't know who they are. It can't be better than, I don't know. They can't have our number like that.
They haven't scored tonight. How dangerous can they be?
Neither has Orlando.
That's what I'm saying. Orlando has not scored tonight.
Unless it was a penalty. So how about that?
We scored twice. And Allende scored like 7 times in his dreams.
So question here from Henry. Did we sign Silvit? No, we have not signed him yet, but it seems like things are very close to being finalized. So more on that in the coming days, I imagine. But it does seem like the center back deal is completely off now. What was his name? Vita? I don't remember.
Piozo.
Yeah, Piozo.
That's right, Nick.
So yeah, I mean this match had a little bit of everything. Obviously super happy that they advanced, but it did leave me very frustrated. I really hated the way we closed out the last 5 minutes after we took the lead. I mean, like, even Twellman was just bewildered on the broadcast. Just like the corner that they took where Suarez basically just kicked the ball to the Tigres player. 2 different occasions where they had the possession of the ball going into the attack and they opted to go towards goal instead of just taking it to the corner, killing another 20-30 seconds. Nothing came from it, but in those moments you have to be better, and it's players that you would expect to be better. It was DePaul and it was Suarez. Suarez took a shot from 50 yards out straight at the goalkeeper instead of just holding up play.
Wasn't it a bicycle kick too?
It was horrific,
it's
man.
The thing that he does every game where he thinks he's gonna do like this. I don't know what the hell it is, but it never works. And this time he's like, it's gonna work way the hell out here without me even looking.
And then Allende trying to do that crazy.
Well, if that was on target, fantastic. But I mean,
yeah,
it wasn't even in the same zip code, man.
Yeah,
crazy,
horrible. Yeah, this team, like, I'm not surprised of the composure levels when it's like an Allende, especially given the form that he's in. But when it's players like Suarez and DePaul, that's a little bit worrisome because that will bite you in the butt eventually.
Yeah, you can't have as many chances not converted.
Right.
That they do, and it's like
in all situations, right?
And I was gonna say, it's not just this match. Like that's like the motto of this team. It's like, oh, we should be up 3-0. It's like you should be. No, you need to score your damn opportunities. Look at these guys. They had way less opportunities than us, and they scored, and it put us in trouble because we don't convert, and that's gonna hurt us. And I hope it doesn't. I hope they figure it out. But I mean, that's the other frustrating part is that we have issues converting, yet we don't put in the likes of Baltazar, who's shown that he's really good on striking the ball. We don't put Fafa in there, who can add a different component. We don't even see what Owando can do for us. Like, there's so many things. There's like, you have cards in your hand. Play them.
Can I spin? Can I what if I were to tell you? Let me spin this for you also, because nobody ever looks at it from this standpoint. What if I were to tell you we're just a team that finds a way to win?
Well, it's just not true.
And Mike V's right. We were winning the League's Cup, Supporter Shield, and the MLS Cup.
That'd be great, but I think with these mistakes and this lack of composure, this lack of being able to finish consistently, I don't think that's going to be a reality unless we figure something out.
And we lose to teams like Orlando because of the lack of what Julio was just saying.
When Tigres scored, I put in the Discord, I said, I've seen this match 100 times. It's the same thing. We get 100%. Out to decent starts. We score a goal. You feel like you should be up by more. Second half comes around. All our players look exhausted. They lose all their energy. They lose all their composure and shape. We make a couple subs that don't really have too much of an effect. Other team scores. Other team continues their pressure, and eventually we concede, or we somehow sneak out a result. But it's the same like cadence to every match, and we need to change something because it's not sustainable.
Yeah, agreed. Agreed.
Chris, next up,
DC United, Saturday, 7:30.
Is that
here or there?
It is there in DC. Yeah,
right.
Away. Should be. I mean, it should be another easy 3 points for us, and hopefully one of these other guys lose just like Philly did this weekend. So that's what we got to go for.
Yeah, DC bottom of the table in the East. Yeah. Just 4 wins all season through 27. We've played 27 MLS matches. That's crazy. Yeah. Like you said, it should be a win.
Yeah.
But this team always makes things interesting. Important to note, because Mascherano's red card in this match, he will be unavailable to be on the sideline for next week's match. So it'll be interesting if the League's Cup, if they come down with any sort of penalty, if they don't allow him to be in the building, if they, mandate some sort of punishment that sort of curbs what he was able to do today, because I don't think that's a good look.
He'll be in the supporters group next match.
I don't know if that's safe for him
with the drums.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to monitor that. So make sure you guys are following us on socials at the Heron Heads. Yeah, we'll see you guys on Saturday night after the DC United match. Thank you guys for tuning into the Heron Heads podcast, your first stop for all things Inter Miami. Hit the like and subscribe buttons if you haven't already. Leave us a 5-star rating on audio platforms if you guys are listening there. We appreciate you as well. And have a good night. Have a good rest of your week. Peace.